Okay, this is episode 4 of Into the Badlands review. One thing I forgot to mention in episode 3 is after the widow and the butterflies got ran out of their house, they actually found a new house in the woods they call Sanctuary. But now into episode 4. They are using Tilda as a distraction and framing Quinn as to stop a transport of Jacoby, which is another Baron, but I don't know what for. They do not go into description. Oh, and also in episode 3, they discuss a parlay. But it's not to be set far from Quinn's estate. But what's going on is it's called the City of the Dead. And in episode 4, as the butterflies are exploring the sanctuary, they find an old record player and they start playing the record. And the widow finds out and she gets mad, and of course she has come in and become a buzzkill. And Tilda is the only one that speaks up and says no one is coming. And her mom basically says, I asked for this house to become clean an hour ago for new arrivals. And Tilda says no one is coming. So she, of course, drags Tilda out and she's like, what are we fighting for? We die for you, we kill for you, and all this and that. And basically, Tilda has been fed up. She doesn't want another war. And she knows that the other barons don't want another war and all this and that. And of course, at the parlay, everything goes wrong. Tilda is the only one out there, and she throws some kind of axe thing. And from then on, it's chaos. And as Jacoby, which is another baron, there's only 3 barons that get talked about in the first season. One of them, Jacoby, does not really, they do not go into a deep discussion about what he does. But what is actually happening is as their little thing goes down, Tilda and MK are fighting, and she actually throws one of her little butterfly things and cuts him, and his power is awoken, and he grabs her by the neck and slams her against this wall, and he's actually controlling his power at this point. Once she says his name. I mean, he can actually hear her, but he can't. And I'm sure I'm brushing over a lot of things, but before all this happens, Sunny takes him out there and cuts him and he says, now focus, fight through it, don't let it control you. And he actually says, once they regain consciousness, he actually says, focus on something that's pure. And MK says, name something that's pure. And at that point, Sonny couldn't, I don't think. Oh, and also in season 3, I found this to be funny. Sonny took MK to see Waldo, and he was a former cult. Sonny was a cult of Waldo's, and now Waldo is in a wheelchair, and Sonny tells MK, he's like, you want to fight? Fight him. And he's like, are you kidding? He's in a wheelchair. Waldo wheels up to him and he's like, I won't even use my legs. Come on. And after they do their little tussling around, he's like, alright, I give. He's like, Waldo's like, good, I'm tired of kicking your ass. Which is actually pretty funny. But, once back at the fort, Sonny actually senses something wrong. He's like, where's all the clippers and cogs? And then he looks down and all the clippers that look over the cogs, which work the fields. The clippers are dead. And the cogs have been taken by the widow. They only find one woman and one child. And she tells Quinn and Sonny what is going on. And Quinn looks at Sonny and he says, I'm holding you responsible. But we come to a conclusion. Sonny, Zephyr is working with the widow. And Zephyr wants Jacoby's fort. Just like Ryder wants his dad's fort. And the deal with the River King is now Sonny has to clip his own colt. But that's all I got for you. Alright, leave me some comments, some suggestions to see how I can make this better. Peace out. And I'll keep you updated. Later.